Welcome to Malice and Mystery, where shadows whisper and the unknown beckons. Step into a realm of spine-tingling horror, eerie mysteries, and chilling tales. From real-life paranormal encounters to unsolved enigmas and spine-chilling urban legends, we bring you the darkest stories from the shadows. Subscribe if you dare, and remember, some mysteries are better left unsolved. The frightening legend of the Rake. Have you ever heard of the Rake? No, not that gardening tool, but an actual creature said to haunt people's dreams and even their waking lives. In today's video, we're going to be getting into the frightening legend of the Rake and why it may be a good idea to keep your bedroom door open at night. This is the first story in our new series, The Cryptid Files. So if you like tales of mystery, the unknown, and things that go bump in the night, then make sure you subscribe for more episodes every week. Let's get started. The Rake is a cryptid. For those of you who don't know what that is, it's a creature or a being whose existence is suggested but not scientifically proven. Some believe the Rake to be a type of spirit that feeds off human fear and anxiety. Others believe it to be some sort of alien life form. And still others think it might be a type of interdimensional being. What we do know is that whatever the Rake may be, it can bring great harm to anyone it comes across. Stories about this creature have been around since the 19th century. Although sightings and encounters seem to be ramping up in recent years, these accounts come from all over the world. And while they share many similarities, each is also unique in its own right. And so, to better understand this phenomenon, let us take a look at some of the most well-known cases and the possible origins of the myth. One of the first recorded stories of the Rake can be found in the book The Supernatural, Meiji, and Folklore of the British Islands by W.Y. Evans Wentz. It's published in 1911. In it, Wentz tells the tale of a farmer from Stirlingshire, Scotland named John Mayne. While working his land one day, he came across a strange-looking man who appeared to be digging with a rake. Intrigued, John went over to speak with him. But when he got closer, he noticed that the man had no face. Upon seeing this, John screamed and ran away as fast as he could. When he looked back, he saw the man standing up and holding his rake above his head like a scepter. Then it was as if the man and the rake were sucked down into the ground itself and vanished. According to John, the same thing happened to another farmer named James Bryce, except James wasn't so lucky. He tried to help the man, but as soon as he reached out to him, James was pulled down into the hole and was never seen again. Another famous case occurred in 1938 in Dover, England. A woman was staying in a hotel room by herself when she heard scratching sounds coming from the other side of her door. She assumed it was mice or perhaps rats, but when the noise continued late into the night, she became frightened and called the police. When they arrived, the officers listened at the door and heard the sounds as well. They even used a hammer to knock a small hole through it, but all they found was a wall on the other side. Whatever was making the noise was on the other side of a solid barrier. Later on, the woman told police that the door had felt warm to the touch, as if whoever or whatever was on the other side had been trying to burn their way through. Eventually, the police gave up and left, although the woman stayed in the room for the rest of the night. She told them she did not want to leave until the noise stopped. These are just two examples of the hundreds of alleged sightings and encounters with the Rake. Most of these stories follow a similar pattern. People usually hear scratching sounds coming from behind their walls, or sometimes even from under their beds. Other times, however, the Rake appears in people's dreams, where it tries to communicate with them by sending messages through Morse code using a rake in its claws. Those who have had these dreams claim that the messages always say the same thing: beware the night. Some people also report seeing a tall, thin figure standing in front of them. It's almost like a human scarecrow wearing a tattered black coat and hat. Sometimes it has claws instead of hands. Sometimes it has no face at all. So what exactly is the Rake, and why does it continue to appear to people all around the world? There's no single answer to this question, and most experts disagree on what, if anything, the Rake actually is. One of the more popular theories is that the Rake is some sort of interdimensional being that can enter our world through cracks in reality. If true, this would explain why some people see it during their dreams, which have been shown to be a doorway into other dimensions or alternate universes. Another theory is that the Rake is a type of spirit or demon that feeds off human emotions, such as fear and anxiety. This would also explain why people are often warned to beware the night before something bad happens to them. After all, spirits and demons are known for messing with people's minds, driving them insane or causing them to die unexpectedly. The final and perhaps most interesting theory is that the Rake doesn't mean us any harm and is not a supernatural entity at all. Instead, some believe that the Rake is simply a trick of the mind, a manifestation of our own fears and anxieties. If this is true, then the Rake is not something that exists outside of us, but rather something that is created within our own minds. Whatever the truth may be, there's no denying that the Rake is a truly terrifying creature. Its appearance has been said to drive people insane, and its presence is often heralded as an omen of death. And so if you hear scratching sounds coming from behind your walls or under your bed, it's probably best not to investigate. Just lock your doors, keep your windows closed, and try to sleep with the lights on. It may not stop the Rake from getting in, but it will give you a fighting chance. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Cryptid Files. If you did, please make sure to subscribe for more episodes every week. We'll be taking a look at all sorts of mysterious creatures from around the world, so there's sure to be something for everyone. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a tale from the shadows. Till next time, stay curious and stay away from the unknown.